let's say for argument's sake, it's a work. Okay, so what? Corey Graves is going to wrestle Pat McAfee. Bro, nobody knows who Corey Graves is outside the bubble. So you're going to have the same exact people watching the show. So who are you working? You're not going to have casual fans. Oh, my God, Corey Graves is... They don't freaking know who the guy is.
All right, let's talk about Corey Graves, man. He sends a scathing tweet. He deleted it, and he was talking about just his inability. He was upset, and now from what it's going on right now, the tweets have been deleted. But he said, imagine chasing your dream, then being told, not deciding that you're no longer physically able to pursue your dream. Then you dedicate your life to something dream adjacent and being pretty effing awesome at it. And he actually said the word, though. And then when it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, being told you're not famous enough for your own job. Just in case you've wondered where I've been.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
Okay, so let me address it from this end. This is what I'm curious about, Vince, because you've talked about this before. So I did a little research. I love doing research. So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average time span of someone at a job is 4.1 years. Corey Graves has been in the WWE since 2011. So this is year number 14 for Corey Graves. 3 years into his wrestling career, he had to retire because of multiple concussions. In any other sport, if you're not going to be used for what we're using you, sorry, not sorry, right? And so there's a lot of people who's been concussed in the WWE that has been let go. Yeah, exactly. Who's been let go, and because they didn't have any use for him. Well, they found something in Corey Graves 3 years in to his wrestling career at WWE. They made him a panelist. They made him have his own show. Then became a color commentator. So, I mean, I think even the coach was talking about something in this regard, as far as like, come on, we gotta understand this situation now, as far as appreciating your spot. So, Vince, what is your take? And you know, no shade to Corey. Corey Graves is amazing color commentator. He was able to make chicken salad or chicken crap for sure, based on his situation he was in. But you said this a lot, Vince, as far as just appreciating the longevity of your opportunity, because, you know, WWE pro wrestling careers always come to an end. So with that being said, Vince, that's a backdrop of what I want from your thoughts in that. What do you think about this situation with Corey Graves?
Yeah, bro, it's real things. It's really two things, Chris. It's, first of all, it's here we go again. The ego of the wrestler. Bro, they are on Netflix. This is huge for them. Pat McAfee has a huge reach. People know who Pat McAfee is. I would say, bro, I would dare say a minimum of 5 times the amount of people know who McAfee is compared to Corey Graves. Yep. So the WWE wants to do a big splash. We're going on Netflix. Let's put McAfee on there to get his audience and to get his following. Bro,
2.7 million followers on YouTube, by the way.
It's a business decision. It's not that Corey Graves is bad at his job. This is a business decision. I totally understand it, but because Corey Graves has an ego, he's taking it personally when it wasn't personal at all. It was freaking business, bro. Period.
Yeah, I mean, EC3, I mentioned your thoughts. 3 million followers on Instagram for.
There you
Pat
go.
McAfee.
I mean, come on, bro. It's business.
McAfee's, I mean, top 3 stars in the WWE if you look at universally.
771,000 followers for Corey Graves. So
There you go.
Pat
4
McAfee
times the
has-
amount.
yes, about 4 times the amount of
I like
Corey
Pat. Pat's cool as hell. Talked to him quite a few times. And I was watching the Ohio State game with my dad. And my dad's like, "Who is this a-hole? Why does he talk like that?" And I'm just like, EC2, you might meet Pat McAfee one day. And I can't wait because I'm going to say, "Pat, this is my dad. He's a huge fan." And he's going to be like, "Whoa." But
Let's not overlook the fact that he just called his dad EC2, by the way.
I love that.
Let's go.
let's talk about the over mom real fast. So we're talking about Corey Graves. I've known him a very long time from the indie scene because he was in Pittsburgh. I was in Cleveland. And it's like, there's this old picture of him, me, and over mom chugging a beer at a post match.
There it
That
is.
still having a frame, and it's
Very
weird.
nice.
But like, so I knew him a very long time. I saw his career when he came in developmental, and the unfortunates of like kind of losing that career, but turning it into something great. I thought he is an excellent commentator.
Agreed.
Chris and I kind of briefly touched on this because we're trying to figure out, is it a work or a shoot? And I do know, like, you look at Daniel Bryan coming back and Edge have come back from injuries that have concussion syndromes or neck issues. I don't know his particular case. But one thing, too, the deleted tweet is an old tactic. You want something to get out. You make it seem very real. You keep it up there for a minute. You delete it. Then it really goes around. So perhaps this is leading into something. Maybe he's able to come back. Maybe he's able to compete again. That would be cool. Or maybe, like Vince said, it was a business decision and Pat took his spot. At the same time, Pat's really cool as a attraction kind of character insight because he's very much a real life character, where Corey's very good at the color and the sport aspect. I'm surprised it's not a 3-man booth, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too, as far as the 3-man booth. I think that Pat McAfee is there to be like the modern day Jesse Ventura. You know what I mean? He doesn't really care too much about, giving color commentary to the play-by-play. You know what I mean? He's just a personality. I mean, and that works for him. So
He's fun to listen to, too, because he's a funny guy. He's charismatic.
Yeah.
Where, though, if it's too much and there's no levity between it, it can become overbearing. I mean, I'm not watching enough Raw to say if that's the case. But
I think he's doing a great job. I think Michael Cole's the straight guy to that, which I think I think they're a good duo.
My thing is, it's like, bro, they're so connected to this bubble. It's almost like, they're in a womb and they're connected with this freaking umbilical cord, because let's say, for argument's sake, it's a work. Okay, so what? Corey Graves is going to wrestle Pat McAfee. Bro, nobody knows who Corey Graves is outside the bubble. So you're going to have the same exact people watching the show. So who are you working? You're not going to have casual fans. Oh, my God, Corey Graves is... They don't freaking know who the guy is. So, like, if it's a work... good for you, and you're not going to add 10 more fans, man.
I think it's to me, if this is a work, I think this is a work to leading him to be a part of the Royal Rumble. That's what I can see. But here's my philosophy with that, though. Going back to the current, base that we have as far as wrestling fans are concerned. Okay, he gets the pop by coming to the Royal Rumble. Okay, what's the payoff to that?
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, there's no payoff to the pops nowadays, man.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yes, he gets the pop, and then guess what? He gets assimilated right into everybody else and gets caught in the mud. So.
If there was real creative, everything you guys are saying is right. What's the payoff to the pop and who's going to really be added? Well, you have a lot of content to cover. You have a lot of TV to create. It's an interesting story. A guy like Corey is a great promo that could tell the story. So it could be engaging TV, even if it's for the audience that's not going to grow it. It's a good C storyline.